to have fun with each other and to talk to each other. That's very important. But why are we sitting down here to worship? And it's like, because God wants us to be with Him. He wants us to make Him happy. He wants us to bring Him joy. And how can we do that? We do that by singing, and even they know this. We do that by reading the Bible. We do that. But right now we're gathered here together to make God happy by worshiping Him. That's why we're here. That's the only reason we're here. Just like your parents, they need to know that.
Yeah.
It's not about us. It's not about whether we like this or whether we like that. But we're here to glorify God. Glorify is a big word, so that what is glorifying,
Right.
to make God happy.
Yeah.
To bring Him joy.
Yes.
And
that's the trick. It's making it joyful, and we're not sitting there going, "Would you stop poking your sister?"
Yeah.
I mean, because we struggle with that as worship training leaders too. So
Yeah.
that would be our prayer, maybe. I'll definitely close with that prayer. But as you're going into your month, let me bring joy to this experience.
And remind the children that they're there to bring joy to God,
Yeah,
not to
that's right.
not to be thinking about themselves,
Right.
but that take the focus off of them and
Yeah.
make them stop a minute and think, "Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be quoting my neighbor."
Right.
It's about God.
Well, that authentic worship book is so good. It defines, like, people have all different kinds of definitions of what worship is.
Yeah.
But worship is truly only adoration of God. It's
Yeah.
not, oh God, you've done this for me, or I love you because it's not that. It's you are worthy, you are holy, you are awesome.
It's not I.
It's all about you.
Carter, in many of the songs that we open with worship, will not have personal pronouns in them. I don't know if y'all ever noticed that. But the time of worship is him, you, not me, we, I. So, yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah, it reminds me of the catechism. Was the chief end of man.
Yeah.
To glorify God and enjoy Him. So teaching the children to enjoy God. You know, it's not just about, oh yeah, you're great, but let's really enjoy Him, who He is, and it is fun. It should be fun. We should love it. You know, you said we're supposed to be teaching them how to love worship.
Right.
Let's enjoy this.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. A couple of notes I took as we've been going on today, talking about graduation and going into big church. That's going to be different for every family. Some will do it sooner than others. Some may do it only when we make them do it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes it's nice having those older kids in there to help demonstrate for the younger ones. But ultimately, we do want those kids in the church with their family, which is why I don't want, and I'm guilty of this because I like to do children's hymns and get up and sing and dance, and yes, that's a good thing. But we want it to be in this format, that little outline, so that when they get to church, that's what they're prepared for. They're going through the same worship outline that the big church, and they're ready for it. Whereas if they're going to some big celebration playtime, and then they come into big church, it's a drag. And I don't want that to happen. You know, that breaks my heart to see kids who aren't prepared. So anyway, that was another reason why we don't do children's church. I will work on doing the seating and the 3 rules and having some lyrics in there. Someone did say something about hymns. I think it was Reagan earlier. It's already covered? Okay. Okay.
So what are we going to do about the music? What are we going to do about what?
I'm going to, I think what we'll do is per quarter. I'll come up with a rotation of just 4 songs. The 4 songs we sing, I'll talk to Nathan, that we sing most often in church. And that'll rotate every quarter. So at least the kids are getting it for 3 months before they change songs. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Yes, Nathan.
If you need, if one of those songs happens to be in an Indelible Grace melody that you need you want the lead sheet just to follow, visually, whatever. They're provided online. I can print them off. Oh yeah, you know where they
that's
are.
where I usually got them.
Alright,
Downloaded
great, yeah.
the lyrics.
Cool. If you need
Yeah, and if
sheet,
you're
use it.
really techno savvy, you could bring your computer and just play their little MP3 file and do it that way too. But that's not very intimate. Yeah.
Your iPhone.
So anyway, yeah. That's a good resource.
One other thing, I'm realizing now that these are the worship training leaders who are here. helpers are not here.
The helpers are not
The
here.
helpers need some guidance on what's expected of them, because I've had at least one say to me, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be disciplining the children, if I'm supposed to be helping, if I'm just supposed to be, and I think it maybe our expectations of them have been different from, each one of us may have different ideas of what those people are supposed to be doing when
Well,
they're
and
in
that's
there.
true
So
because the
could you
volunteers
come
are
up with-
also assisting a different person every time they come in, so.
But could there be some consistency or some
I will
could you do
try.
an
That is
outline
something that-
of what their role, what is their role? Define their roles.
Right,
I
right.
know, when I'm in there, I expect, because you are an adult, I think you should be doing just exactly what I'm doing. And that's what I want, I want you doing crowd control or helping the children to participate or whatever. But you may not know that, and so you're just sitting back with your hands in your lap, and I'm going like, is she helping me here? So if
Do
there's
we
some way
have
to
some
communicate,
volunteers that are detached like that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not necessarily saying they are, but I know
Right.
at least one of them has
Yeah,
said to me,
I have not
I don't know what I'm
had
supposed to be
a
doing there.
volunteer meeting this year.
Okay.
It was one of those things that was on the list and just never got around to it. So yes, I confess, that would be something that I would include in a general volunteer meeting.
Well, and I think, how I see my role as a helper, and then when I've taught, what I expect of the helper is, like you say, to really help direct those kids. If they're being unruly, if someone's poking, the helper needs to go over there, because I'm trying to teach and get everybody. The helper needs to be addressing those little issues. If I need to move, separate you two, I'm gonna separate you two. If I have to take you and sit over the corner, I'm gonna sit over the corner with you if it gets to that point, or, try to redirect you or something.
So they just need to know they have the authority to do that.
Yeah.
That's why
You
people
need
are
to help.
hesitant, I think, sometimes. I think they're overstepping their bounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's easy enough for us to say,
Yeah.
could you please?
Yeah, or even before they come in while they're having their snack, say, okay, here's our strategy. Here's how you get through the next 45 minutes.
We're headed into
This
the war.
is where we're headed. Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised if that's, I didn't realize that had been happening, because most of our volunteers have been in there so many times that, but yeah, if there's a need for that, I will definitely address that. I just didn't realize that there was. Sandy, you need me helping more. Okay, I'm going to swallow my pride and ask, what is not working? Obviously, our assistant's not doing it. Is there anything that is not working?
Money on this. I know it's hard to get everything together. I know mamas are doing great just to even have themselves together when they get to church without killing their children. And having an argument with their husbands. I
Right.
know that, okay? I personally have I have a bunch of quarters. And when I say it's time for offerings, to encourage the physical act of doing it, and for a child wants my money for I don't want them to feel bad in that regard. All I'm trying to do is model what we do in Big Church. So I have on hand, and before they start passing out this, which the offering, that little list will be there, is that right? Who did the offering?